This is Phil Devendorf from PD Services with a quick overview of Action HRM version 5. Action HRM is a software as a service offering designed for small and mid-sized organizations. It is a lifecycle HRM system, so everything from ATS to start with, onboarding, employee database, on through talent management and those types of things. Does have a nice user interface and is a global solution with multi-language, multi-currency capability. Let me jump over to the software here real quickly. And I have signed in as the systems administrator, meaning I have access to everything. It is a role-based security system, so you can give employees access and limit their access to view only of their own information, allow them to edit some of their own information. Managers can have a role with access to their employees' information. Again, you can control what they have access to and not, and you can create your own roles. But for now, we have access to everything for demonstration purposes. Navigation, first of all, it's flexible navigation. So any user, even your employees, can go to this little gearbox and choose, for example, that they'd prefer side navigation. And the navigation will change to side navigation. We do that because a lot of our customers have other applications that use side navigation, and so it's more comfortable for them. For the purposes of today, I'm going to go back to top navigation. That's what I'm used to. And the system will remember, by the way, what your selection was the last time you used the system. Lots of color options so that you can make the system look the way you want to. Your logo would be here. From a navigation standpoint, everyone will use the launcher a good bit. Action HRM is very workflow oriented, so any user will have access here to the workflows that they can initiate. Again, role-based security will dictate what they can initiate. So an employee probably wouldn't see all of these workflows, and they really don't need to see quick actions. These are really wizards that are there for the HR user. So that area would be empty. The envelope here will be inbound workflows that need to be actioned. Of course, any person who receives a workflow is notified by email that they have a workflow to take action on. They come in, click on the workflow, and take action as appropriate. I have the employee details screen open here. This really is the base HRIS system and the base employee database. So here you'll have all your demographic information, historical information, contacts, dependent information for benefits, additional information, which is the more sensitive information. We break that out into a separate screen to make it easier to secure that. So, for example, a manager wouldn't have access to that screen. Document store is an area where you can upload and attach files to an employee record. So whether it's a scanned image, a PDF, or Excel worksheet, if that makes sense, that can be attached here and secured appropriately. So by default, anyone who has access to this employee's document store screen would be able to see a file, but as you upload it, you can secure it more tightly. So let's say it's a HIPAA-related document, you can secure it as such. Other employee-related information, compensation gives you a full compensation view, a total compensation view of the employee. Benefit would show what benefit elections the employee has and what the costs are, how they're shared between the employee and the company. You will define in the background of the system your benefit plans, your cost tables, your eligibility rules, those types of things. Very similar approach to time off. You'll define your time off plans behind the scenes, and the employee would have access to their time off balances. The system will accrue for you. You do have a workflow which requests time off, which can go through an approval cycle. And then the talent area is still part of the base HRIS systems, and this is where we can track the employees' skills, certifications, licenses, training received, any of those types of things. It's a very powerful area. We can alert when there's an expiration date on a given skill or training or certification. And it also has a compare function, because we can define what's available or what's required by job, compare the employee to the specific job, and show where the gaps are. So that's very helpful for development planning, for succession planning, for workforce management, all those things, and it's all part of our base system. Now, it still is part of the base system. If you think of self-service, the first three tabs here are self-service tabs. The home page is really the landing page, and we use that to communicate with the employee. So you can post videos or news items, new employees, new projects, new clients, whatever you want to do. One more way to communicate with your employees. The organization tab has a document store area of its own. This is an area where you could upload files for use by employees. So it could be benefit enrollment forms, could be employee manuals, could be really anything that you want the employee to have access to in an easy place. The other thing that we do here is create an organization chart that's dynamically built. You'll see a pause here as it builds the organization chart by the information in the system. Notice that we also show where we have no incumbents, where no one's assigned to a job. That would be an open position. Either a headcount's been approved, or maybe somebody's left the organization and we haven't yet filled that job. It can be very valuable from a headcount management standpoint. The to-do tab, the primary thing that people like here is the planner. It gives us a calendar view of what's going on with our staff. So here's our planner. Think of signing in as a manager and having access to your team. Who's on vacation? That would be the airplane icon. Who's punched in? Who's punched out? Maybe who we have a follow-up on. Who's got a performance review coming up? Who has a certification renewal coming up? Any of those types of things. So that's what's available in the base system. The other areas of the system include an applicant tracking system, which we'll go into in more detail in another video. Performance management, online performance management, 360 appraisals, succession planning, all of those things are in the performance area. A courses area that allows you to manage enrollment in training. And a timekeeping area that allows either punch in, punch out, or electronic timesheets to track an employee's time. The OSHA area tracks OSHA-related incidents or observations, so safety-related issues and actions, and tracks those through the entire process. In the system area, we have the behind-the-scenes things like workflow administration, creating workflows. Workflows are used for onboarding and a number of other things. Alerts would be email alerts on date-related fields, imports, exports, all of those types of things. So that's a quick overview of Action HRM. If you're interested in one of the talent management or timekeeping areas, please select that video.